Today we're talking about ways to be more confident.
Yo, man, I eat confidence for breakfast.
There's a fine line between being cocky and being confident.
I know, man. I totally hate those guys. Let's talk about that, baby. Hey, you're watching VidTalk on VoiceTube TV. I'm JR.
I'm Ray. And JR, can you tell me again the phrase you just threw at me? What was it?
I eat confidence for breakfast.
You eat confidence for breakfast.
Kind of delicious.
I have to reiterate, there is a fine line between being cocky, the obnoxious kind of confident, and being confident.
Yeah, tell me about it. People are not modest these days. They totally need to, learn about it. But anyways, being confident to me, confidence, it's about staying true to yourself and staying true to your goals in life, no matter what kind of pressure you're under.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you, though?
To me, I think being confident is the belief in yourself and your ability and your mastery to be able to achieve a goal.
That doesn't sound quite confident.
That's a good point, because despite the fact that you might fail, you're still going to go for it. You're still going to take the plunge.
That's blind faith. That's another thing.
Well, we kind of disagree on the definition of confidence, but let's settle it with the standard definition from a dictionary. So let's hear what the dictionary has to say about the word confidence. So the word confidence in the dictionary, its definition is the feeling or belief that one can have faith in or rely on someone or something. So according to the dictionary, actually, confidence is not just about believing in yourself. You can also have confidence in others, in some other thing. So you can have faith in others or yourself.
Yeah. And so we're talking about this topic, this specific video today. It's because me and Ray, we've been doing speeches all around Taiwan on campus, and we've been observing a lot of young students.
Right.
And this is a general trend, something in common that we found together, and it's that a lot of young Taiwanese, they lack confidence. They truly lack confidence. A lot of times there's a lot of great opportunities lying at their doorsteps, but they shy away from it. They don't dare to take that first step out right there.
Out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, and get out of their comfort zone and try to do something new or fresh. They instead stay in their comfort zones.
Right.
And it's not because they don't have what it takes. It's because they're just too unconfident.
That's right. So today we're talking about this topic. This is going to be tips coming from us. I would like to think that I'm confident. Do you think you're confident?
I'm cocky.
So we've been to various speeches, public speakings. We've hosted various programs. So we have some experience giving tips to people who are not confident enough. So today we're going to share with you some tips, but in particular, we're going to talk about a video. So this is a TED video that is on the topic of how to be more confident. Right. So we're going to elaborate on some tips and share with you some of our personal experiences, our stories, so that you can also learn to become more confident. So our first tip for you is to believe in your ability to improve. So there's a catch here. You see, not just your ability, but your ability to improve. So you're not believing in your current ability, you're believing in the future, basically.
The potential.
Your potential to become better. So if you have a fixed mindset where you think, your talents are fixed and you can't go anywhere, then everything is going to be like a dead end for you. But if you view every single challenge as a way to improve, then that way you will make slow progress, but then you'll get better and better and you will have more confidence.
So this is what the video calls the so-called growth mindset. Yeah, it's just mainly talking about how people can grow in the future.
Right.
And just picturing that in your mind. And that's actually something I do with my own students. I'm a counselor for young college students at my church. And usually I get a lot of questions from them, a lot of problems from them saying that they don't have confidence. Yeah. So how about this? Let's do some role play.
Okay.
You be my young student.
So my character is...
You're a student who is in lack of confidence and thinks he's not doing good in his faith.
Okay.
All right. So.
Okay.
Go.
So I'm so depressed, JR. I feel like a rotting pile of junk.
Well, maybe it's true.
What the heck? You have to stay in character. You're a counselor. You have to console me.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I'll do good this time. Okay.
Take two.
Take two.
Okay,
Take two.
Okay. Oh, Jared, I just feel like a rotting pile of junk.
Okay, so Ray, right?
Yeah,
That's your name?
That's my name, right?
Ray, for how long have you come to church so far?
About 7 years.
7 years and you haven't made any progress?
What the heck? You have to stay in character. You're a counselor. What the heck? You're supposed to counsel me.
Okay, one more thing. I'll do this right this time.
What the heck? Okay.
I couldn't help it.
I've been here 7 years.
That was so fun.
I've been here 7 years.
So you've been here for 7 years.
Right.
Okay, 7 years. Now, Ray, I want you to picture yourself 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Look at yourself 7 years ago. Have you made any changes? Have you made a difference in your personality, in your attitude in life?
Come to think of it, yes, I did. I changed quite a lot.
Right, you changed quite a lot.
Yeah.
Now picture yourself 7 years from now. 7 years from now. Is it fair to say that you'll make quite the same amount of change or even more change in the future?
It's kind of hard to picture it, but if I imagine the last 7 years of progress and I replicate that to our future, then maybe, yeah, that seems really plausible.
Right, that's exactly right. And that's how you build confidence. That is the so-called growth mindset. You picture yourself the potential to grow. Yeah, so that's how we do it.
So as a counselor, you are kind of implementing the growth mindset into your students.
Right.
So that they can believe not just in their current ability, which is kind of lacking, but also in their future ability.
And it's not a trick because you're actually thinking about your past, the things you've actually done in the past, and then you just replicate it to the future.
Right,
like,
thinking
wow,
more
I can do the
positively.
same or even better than before.
Right, so that's a very good first tip.
Okay, tip number 2, practice failure. Now face it, you're gonna fail in your lifetime once in a while. Well, it doesn't apply to me, but for you muggles,
What?
pretty true. Yeah, you're gonna fail once, twice, 3 times, 100 times in your life. Everybody does, except for me.
You're really trying to get that point across, are you?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Okay. But according to studies, Ray, according to this video, it says that people who fail regularly and get back up again and challenge again, they eventually get better equipped to respond to challenges and setbacks in their life and in a very constructive way.
You know, to me personally, this is very true because, like, I think in my sophomore year, I always aspired to become a broadcaster.
Oh,
That
you
kinda
did?
Yeah, kind of like my
So
dream.
this is the dream for you. We're living it.
Right, that is. But I've come a long way. You know, in the past, when I was still in college, it's really a far-fetched dream because it's really hard for me to get into any kind of radio station. But eventually I did. I got into a national educational radio.
国家广播教育电台.
Right. And then I was a news anchor. And boy, did I fail hardcore. You know, I missed lines. I stuttered. My mind went blank. I made really bad mistakes.
I know how that feels.
Right.
I know how that feels.
After every broadcast, I'm kind of like a little bit worried because I'd be like thinking, will they fire me after this? Because
I resign?
Right. I made really glaring mistakes. You know, as a ICRT, in the past, as a broadcaster, you should relate to this, right?
Well, I was a broadcaster there, and however, there is a dividing line between amateur and professional.
Yeah, that is the definition of cockiness right here.
I'm just playing.
But the message that we're trying to deliver to you, the takeaway from this video is you should not just look at your current ability, however incompetent, however miserable, however failing your current situation is. You should always put faith in your future self. As long as you have this growth mindset, as long as you are developing, you should believe in your future ability to improve and to conquer different obstacles. So every failure that you're facing, every hurdle that you're taking, it's for your better good, and in the future, you will reach your goal and your milestone.
Wow, I feel all pumped up right now. And if you want to find out where Ray's inspirational speech came from, well, check out this video right now, and we will be back with our weekly challenge.
It isn't possible to completely untangle these 3 factors, but the personal choices we make certainly play a major role in confidence development. So, by keeping in mind a few practical tips, we do actually have the power to cultivate our own confidence.
Welcome to the weekly challenge section of VidTalk. Today we've chosen one sentence out of the video, and here's the sentence. So, by keeping in mind a few practical tips, we do actually have the power to cultivate our own confidence. So here we're looking at the phrase keep in mind. So what does that mean, JR?
Well, keep in mind means to
I don't think that's it, no.
Oh, no, not in that tone, but it does mean to do not forget. But there's kind of a difference between remember and keep in mind.
Right.
Because like your mom would tell you, on your way home, remember to
buy some eggs.
Right. On your way home, remember to buy some eggs. 回家的时候呢，记得买些蛋回来。But you wouldn't say on your way home, keep in mind, buy some eggs.
It sounds really off.
It's
right?
off. It's wrong. Yeah.
为什么？是因为 remember 比较是可能记一件事情短暂的，对不对？但是 keep in mind 是一件你要一直想着的事情，放在你的思念当中，很重要的，要一直记着。So that's keep in mind.
Right.
So you can make a sentence using keep in mind. For example, by keeping in mind something, you can something, or you can say keep in mind that something. But remember, it needs to be like important things that you want to remember for a long time.
Like in movies, they usually say, keep in mind, I'll be watching you.
Right. So that's a good example.
Yeah. All right. So leave your comments below, and we just might choose your comment for the show next week. Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing this video.
And remember to subscribe to VoiceTube TV channel right up here and come back every Thursday night for a new episode of VidTalk.
And remember to subscribe to us, JR and Ray. This is Ray Do English down here and JR Lee Radio down here. Subscribe.
And right now, let's go to our comments left by you guys in our last episode.
All right, so this is what we got. And last week we were talking about the phrase call it a day or call it a career. What does it mean?
So 结束一天的工作，或者是结束了一个人的职业生涯。
Right, and we got actually four comments right here. And this is from 无所谓 Tab Offer, one of our favorite listeners, by the way. He said, JR and Ray will not call it a career until they're 80. Really?
That's too long. I think 30-ish.
You wouldn't want to see us on screen when we're 30. Anyways, he keeps on saying, so we are gonna have thousands of episodes of VidTalk. That is... Well, if you subscribe to us,
yes, maybe.
We won't have to pack up and go. Subscribe up here.
Yeah.
This is the next one. Funny puts and Funny puts it. Since I learned the phrase of call it a career from this video, I decided to call it a day and go to my warm bed. Choose me. Didn't we?
Yeah, we did choose you.
Next one is Mong Chi Shi. I think we selected yours last time, but this is a good sentence. Undoubtedly, the best way to call it a night is relaxing by watching VidTalks on VoiceTube and to be happy with what Ray and JR share. That's sweet.
That's good.
That's sweet. And a good sentence. Oh, by the way, he says, I really look like a monkey. I really look like a monkey, really?
Too much information. Yeah.
That was hello. All
Crazy,
right.
this guy.
Last but not least, Moo Brent. He said, Alan dedicated to follow his father's footsteps to be a real estate agent after his father decided to call it a career.
This is like a sentence that came out of the textbook.
Yeah, this is a really good one, by the way.
Yeah.
Good job. 做得好, okay? These are the comments for today. Remember to leave your comments for this week's challenge below within the comment section right here. And that wraps up the day. I'm JR.
I'm Ray.
And we'll talk to you next time. According to research, according to studies, it has been found that people who fail damn, this is a hard word to pronounce. Regularly.
I got your tongue pro.
What? Amateur!